Hi, Golfaholics. We are really happy today to be here at Johnny Morris's Big Cedar Lodge. We're up on top of the mountain, Buffalo Ridge. We're actually in a clubhouse that serves Paynes Valley, Ozark National, the mountaintop par 3. And we're happy to be talking with Tod Bohn, who is the Director of Agronomy here. Tod, welcome to Backline Report TV.
Thank you. Glad to be with you.
So you were telling me before we started talking that you've been here about 5 years.
That's correct. I got here in January of 2016. It doesn't seem that long ago, but it's been a while, and there's been a lot happened since I've been here.
Yeah, you've seen this is really impressive up here. As you drive in, I think it's 3 miles from the road to get back in here up to this clubhouse, and you got to climb up the mountain. This is a beautiful clubhouse. There's a clubhouse over at Buffalo Ridge, which is kind of on the other side of the hill. And you've overseen all the golf course construction. Basically, they renovated the Tom Fazio Buffalo Ridge, but all the rest are new.
That's correct. Yeah, when I got here, we had Top of the Rock and Buffalo Ridge, and John was just getting done with a little renovation at Buffalo Ridge that he was doing. I say little. It was a big one if you know John and know anything that he does. But we were adding some water features and exposing some natural rock ledges over there. And then when I got here, we started construction on the mountaintop Gary Player par 3 13-hole golf course, which is out in front of where we are currently right now. And then we started construction on the Core Crenshaw over at Ozark National golf course over across the way. And then we just finished up with Paynes Valley golf course right here, the Tiger Woods design down below us. And it's all surrounding this clubhouse where we sit right here on this mountain now. And it's been a heck of a ride. It's been fun.
Yeah, we were here a couple years ago, right, when you were getting ready to open Ozark National, and we got to play Buffalo Ridge, which the Tom Fazio, which I think is phenomenal. The renovation there has brought it up to date. It's a fantastic golf course, and that's where the Champions Tour has played for a long time.
That's correct. So a lot of people that come play, I haven't studied all the Tom Fazio's got so many golf courses in the world, but a lot of the golf aficionados tell us that this is probably one of his top 5 golf courses here. And we actually have at Buffalo Ridge Springs, and we actually have a lot of golfers come and play that, and it's like a cult following around that golf course. So it's a really, really good golf course. It's a lot of fun to play, and it's got a lot of beautiful vistas and rock outcroppings and just a lot of pretty nature golf, which is what Johnny Morris is focused on.
Then you had Core Crenshaw do Ozark National, which to me, I've not yet played Paynes Valley, but to me, Ozark National is pretty tough to beat.
It is. I think it's a crown jewel in this state for sure, and in the region. I think it's going to continue to get better and better as it matures and grows. And you go over there and look at it. We hosted the Missouri Amateur over there last year, and one of the golfers came up to me. He says, "You're kidding me if this golf course just opened a year ago." And I said, "No, it did." And we just did a really good job with Core Crenshaw's help and with John's help and vision of really creating a golf course that's sitting in there in the nature and looks like it's been there for a long time, which is what was our intent. And, Bill Core and Ben Crenshaw are just two of the most amazing people that you'll meet, class acts, genuine guys, just a lot of fun to work with. Everybody that's associated with them is just top-notch, first-rate. And just to see how they work and do things. I've been blessed to be a part of this because I've got to see a lot of different approaches to how to build golf, and neither one of them are wrong. It's just different approaches. And so those guys are minimalistic. They like the land. It's so much about the land and so much about what the land gives them. And they don't want to move a whole lot of dirt, which is a different philosophy from some others, people or architects, and so it's really cool to see that and to see it come to fruition over there and to see the end result. And it's a spectacular place. It's simple. It's nature golf at its finest, which is what Johnny was setting out to do at the beginning.
Yeah, there's a lot of great holes there, folks. Just every one. You can't really say there's a bad hole. The one that really sticks out in my mind, well, there's 2 holes. The one where you drive across the low area and across into the hill. That was pretty special. But the one that really is, I think it's number 8, the par 3. That is really, really a cool par 3.
So you're probably talking about number 8. You're right. I was thinking number.
I think when they show
when
they show the pictures, they're always showing that hole.
Yes, number 8 is a very photographed hole that we have, a par 3 over the natural native area there, set into the hillside, and then number 13 is always the one that people draw to, with the big pine trees and the natural ravine at the bottom that you hit across. And it looks like a more challenging hole than it is. It kind of psychs you out a little bit, but it's actually a really fun hole to play.
We're here today to look at Paynes Valley, and I'm sorry, we're going to have some pictures and some video to put in with this, but we're here early in the season, so everything's still a little bit brown yet. But we're going to put in some nice pictures that you guys are going to furnish us and make it, and so you can see it. But challenges of building Paynes Valley, working with Tiger Woods for that.
So just if you come out and you see the site, just the sheer volume of the site, the grandness of the site, the undulation challenges. Unlike the site at Ozark National, so a fun fact that everybody likes to, it's kind of under the car hood kind of nugget, is when we built Ozark National, we didn't have to use one rock hammer or one stick of dynamite to build it. To put drain lines in, to put irrigation in, which people are like, "You're crazy if you come out to this."
This is all rock up on top of the hill, folks.
Yeah, you're in the middle of the Ozark Mountains here. How do you say that? But that's true. And a funny story is John invited Matt Janella and Ben and Bill out when we were getting close to doing the opening, and we were riding in the truck together. And I said, "I'm not kidding you. It's like the good Lord knew that Ben and Bill and Johnny wanted to build a golf course right here because this piece of land has no rock on it, right?" Well, then conversely, coming over to Paynes Valley, it was drastically different because the site was, it was an existing part of the site was an existing golf course that we inherited. It was Murder Rock that we inherited, and it was the front nine. And so we took those corridors and just blew them up basically, and lowered them and made things. And Tiger's approach when you play here, you'll see is wide playing corridors, wide fairways, friendly for golfers not to lose balls, and very vast, wide fairways. And so we had to, that was a challenge, on the side of a hill to do that. And
it's kind of stair-stepped, isn't it?
It is. And thankfully, John had the vision to go along with that and really wanted people to come here and not get their brains beat in playing golf, 5 days, and wanted to have it friendly. But it has teeth too. I mean, you can stretch it back to 7,600 yards, to play if you really want to. And the wind will blow, which really makes it a challenge. But by and large, that was kind of the biggest struggle, is just the amount of rock that we encountered and putting all the the irrigation lines and everything in and all that, and then just the sheer vastness of the site. It took us a long time to build it. It wasn't an easy build. We built Ozark National in about a year and a half, and it took us about 2.5 years over here at Payne.
Tell me about the cliff and the design there on the 18th hole or the 19th hole there on Paynes Valley a little bit. That looks like a massive undertaking.
It is, and true to, again, John's vision and just his love for the land and nature, and it's the perfect ending to a climactic golf experience we feel when you come to Big Cedar coming up that 19th hole. I mean, it's got everything that Johnny Morris exudes, with water, with nature, with animals, with rock, with views out the get-go, and you're perched up here on this hill. It's about a 250-foot height elevation difference from 19 green up to the back of this clubhouse. So that's in essence a 250-foot rock cliff down there. But we just started uncovering, there was a section of it that was uncovered by nature with just water running down this valley, and then we just started uncovering it and looking at the rock and kind of piecing it, and it came to really together, nature with what you see. We just uncovered it and enhanced it with his vision and dreams, and building that path up it and putting waterfalls in it and building ponds. And
he likes his water experiences.
Yes, he does. It's nature, water, rock, and views is what he's about. But I mean, just to your point, you stand up here we're at the highest point up here at this clubhouse right now in this county, and we're about 1,100 feet elevation up here, and you just sit out here and you just look, and I know we're known for our sunset views at top of the rock over there, sitting on the out on the deck of the Osage restaurant, looking out over the lake, and it's spectacular. But this is a close second, if not tied up there, as a 1B out here in the evenings, just when the sun sets and in these valleys and lights up all this rock features and everything out here. So John and I kid each other all the time that he coined Top of the Rock over there for Top of the Rock, but we could you could argue that it could be said for this place right here because we're on top of a big rock. But yeah, when you get done playing Paynes Valley and come up through the 18th hole and the 19th hole, it's just a really spectacular, and it exudes everything that Johnny Morris and this company and Bass Pro and Big Cedar is about with nature and coming to a resort, and it's just a fitting tie-in.
Buddies golf trips, girls golf getaways, family vacations. If you come to the Branson area, if Dad wants to play golf, you got all this golf here. You know, if you got the kids with you, you got all the other activities and things to do around Branson. And if you want to come for just a straight golf, and I guess I compare this to Bandon Dunes or a Greenbrier or a Pinehurst. You know, you can come here and just be a golf trip. This is a great facility for that.
Yeah, and we are so happy to be mentioned with those places because we are impressed with what they do, and we learn from them, and that's where we want to be, is in that company. And I'll just second you a little bit with that, but we feel what differentiates us a little bit from those other people is the resort that we have. We got a spa, we got a fun center, we got a Dogwood Canyon down there, 10,000 acre nature preserve down there with trout fishing and natural animals and bike riding, and you got the museum, the Wonders of Wildlife in Springfield, and so all of that combined, you got the fishing on one of the best bass fishing lakes in the world right here. And so all of that combined, with our marinas and Long Creek and all that is what we feel like is different, because you not only can come here for golf, but you can bring the family here, you can bring your wives here, you can bring your significant others here and really enjoy a time. If they don't want to play golf, we got something for them here to do. And that's where we feel like we're different than the others.
One more thing we failed to mention is the new cottages that are going up.
Yes, coming here very, very soon, keeping us all busy out here. We're going to have 20 cottages ranging from 4-bedroom to 1-bedroom to 2-bedroom cottages. So they're going to be spectacular. They look out over Paynes Valley here and look out down in the valley. And they're just going to be a really, really great addition out here for people that want to come out here and stay and not necessarily be down at the resort area and want to stay out here around the golf and have 4 world-class golf experiences around them.
What's next?
Good question. Right now, we're just, we're polishing up what we got and trying to get all this infrastructure in here. We've been working really hard. We've had so much construction going on for 5 years that takes a while to clean up all the construction. And so I think we get these cabins done and we get all this cleaned up, and we'll see what happens after that.
Rumor was that Tiger was talking about maybe doing another course here.
Don't know anything about that.
Very diplomatic. We're going to wind this up, but Todd, thanks so much for taking a few minutes talking with us. Tod Bohn, who is the Director of Agronomy here for all of the properties at Big Cedar Lodge, and you do a fantastic job. We're really looking forward to seeing Paynes Valley this afternoon.
Well, thanks. Glad to be with you. Glad you guys are here, and hope you have a good time. And you've got some blessed weather right now in this part of the country for this time of the year, and so enjoy your time.